Alright, what is up, YouTube? We got a movement tech just for y'all. So you can actually like poopy on some kids in your pub matches. You know, so like you can absolutely start pooping on your pub match enemies with these new movement techs.
Ready, set, go!
So watch and learn. This is Movement Tech 101 Apex Legends. Classes with Zyro. Alright. So what we're going to be learning is the tap strafe. Before this, you're going to want your secondary key of W to scroll wheel forward. The reason why is you're going to slide jump, you're going to press your A or D. Then you're going to like scroll wheel up on it.
It's go time.
Alright. Kind of hard doing this.
Olé!
Lagging. But you can hold D or A. Doesn't really matter. Just hold the key. Hold your directional key. And you're moving in the way you want to tap strafe. So if you want to tap strafe to the left, you're going to hold A. If you want to tap strafe to your right, you're going to want to hold D. You know? And then once you're going to slide jump, you're going to hold your D or A, depending on what direction you want to move. And looking that way, and then you're going to scroll wheel up.
Throwing jump pad.
Alright. Well, you learned it. Now it's time to go into bee hopping. Alright. So for bee hopping, it's honestly pretty easy. Right? You're gonna stem or whatever character you want to use. You're gonna hold your crouch and you're gonna use your scroll wheel down, which is your secondary key. So use your secondary key for jump to scroll wheel down. So you can do this. No.
Extra boost! Woohoo!
Alright, and then you're just gonna basically hold your key or hold your like control, and then you're just gonna spam your scroll wheel down. Bam. Alright, so alright, next movement tech we're gonna get into is wall bouncing. You're gonna hold whatever crouch key you use. You're gonna slide jump basically into the wall. Once you start climbing that wall, that's when you use your jump. Alright? That's when you want to use your jump. So like when you like go to climb the wall, once you start climbing that wall, you're gonna jump off that wall. That's like it. You're gonna hold your A instead of your W, because if you hold your W while wall jumping, you're just gonna. I'm gonna just show you an example of it. You're just gonna go straight into the wall. Depends on what you want to do. A gives you more like side to side on it. And yeah. Alright, once you got wall jumping down, we're gonna move into the advanced. Alright, so the first thing in the advanced section would be fatigue wall jumping. You're gonna use your jump fatigue to your advantage, right? So if you know you jump and then you jump again, you get this kind of like short jump. That's called jump fatigue. We're gonna use that to our advantage. So we're gonna keep jumping. We're gonna interact. You're gonna basically do a wall bounce with jump fatigue, and it gives you like a little boost. Good for doing fights like that.
Faster, faster, faster! Ole!
Yeah, that's basically it for it. You're just gonna use jump fatigue wall bounce. You're gonna fatigue your jump and then do a wall bounce. Alright. Next thing we're gonna go over is the
Hitting the eject
Octane
button.
tap strafe double jump thing. So it's like that, and you still have your double jump back.
Rápido, rápido!
You're gonna take it. Boom. Alright, so it's kind of hard to explain. You know, like right when you hit your jump pad, you're gonna tap strafe, and then you're just gonna tap strafe with it. You have to do yours. So you're gonna have to go scroll wheel down and then back up. So you're gonna have to do like a slide jump or a crouch jump into it to get this little boost. And then you're gonna tap strafe. Basically, you tap strafe and then you still have your secondary boost. Which brings me into the, if this makes more sense, you should learn how to do this type of Octane. Oh, frick. You should learn how to do that. Basically, you're just gonna double jump, and as you double jump, right? So like when you double jump, you're gonna tap strafe. All right, next movement tech. Yay! Can be done. This one can be done using
I leveled up.
Wraith's ultimate, Octane
What upgrade should
stim,
I pick?
Axel's like whatever you call it thing. Maggie's wrecking ball, ballistics ult, Wraith's ultimate. These are like the big ones that you can do.
Booyah!
You watch a lot of like Hugo Wolfie, my friend N Speedwagon, you know him. Juicy Schmoves, all of them. People who I think have better movement than like Fade, Asu, and all that. Go check them out. Subscribe to them. They all use this like movement tech. So yeah. So you basically you need to Keto Strafe. Keto Strafe is pretty easy to learn. You're gonna D-hop and go from D to go. So if you're gonna go from your A left, you're gonna go from A.
I ought to grab an
Go to your right,
upgrade.
you're gonna go from D. You know?
Ole!
But then you're gonna go D, W A, A, W D while you're D-hopping. And make sure you're tap strafing with this too. Alright, next thing we're gonna learn is alert strafe. I don't really have a good place to learn this other than I don't know what to call it. You can use it right here. But it's called alert strafe. If you look at N Speedwagon
Grab an
or
upgrade.
Juicy,
Let's
you'll
go.
see them. Basically, you're gonna use Octane stim.
Ah!
And you're gonna go from A to W to D and S. A W S D S. A W D S. A W D S. And you're gonna tap strafe while doing your A to W and all that.
Rápido.
Alright. Basically, you're gonna go from
Ole!
A to W to DS, and you make sure you want to hold D and S at the same time, and then you're gonna repeat that in the other direction, and then you're gonna keep going from D, W, A, S, A, WSD, D, WAS,
Throwing jump
so
pad.
on and so on.
Ready, set, go.
It's kind of hard to get down. I don't have it gotten down fully yet, but there's moments where I do have it down. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and go over neo strafing because I don't even know how to do it. But I will go over some movement guide on some zipline movement. Preferably you want to be
This
like a
time
shorter character
will be different.
for zipline movement,
Got my
but you
upgrade.
don't have to be.
Let's see where it takes me.
So the first thing we're gonna learn is the super jump. Basically, you're gonna interact and use your scroll wheel down. Very fast. Interact, scroll wheel down. Right, so interact, scroll wheel down. Interact, scroll wheel down. And it just gives you a boost. Yeah. Now we're gonna go into mantle jumping, which is, this one took me a while to get down, but it's low-key kind of easy to do it when you get it down. So you're gonna go up the zip line. Right here is a pretty good like spot once you really get it down to practice at, because it's harder to do it from right here. But if you're not on that level, you can go up here. So you're gonna, it's hard to explain. You're gonna get to like, crap, I can't get it. You're gonna get to like right, brick. Okay, yeah, we're rage baiting me now. We're rage baiting me now. Let me see if I can do it on this one. I'm gonna get it to right here. Basically, you're gonna hold your interact key. Mine is F. Yours is probably gonna be E. You're gonna go S, super jump. Mantle. Once you see that floor, you're gonna press S, and then look down, super jump. Not that hard, you know. So then, yeah, that's basically it. You can tap strafe out of it. It's kind of hard to do, but you can just mantle jump, tap strafe out of it. You can look. You can also look up if you want to do that, but I prefer looking down when I mantle jump, because if you want to play, if you want to do this movement tech on World's Edge, then you might just like look down, you know, because if you're playing a taller legend, or if you look up, you're just gonna bump your head, you know. On that ledge. And now I'm gonna go over to my Steam right quick to show y'all. Like, alright, I'm gonna show you my Steam. There's some settings that I wanted to show you before I ended this video. So if you want to go to your manage, you want to go to your properties, you're gonna go to your plus FPS, you're gonna go to your launch options, you're gonna write in plus FPX underscore max space 140 plus. Boom! And once you do that, you're good. I will copy paste this in the comments, so you know, like, you could just copy paste it and just paste it in here. If it doesn't work, just get rid of this plus. I'm not sure, but yeah, this should be good. If you run stretched res like a 4x3 and you don't want black bars, I'll paste this one down in the comments. It's audio exec for no black bars on stretched res, you know. And yeah.